They cometh to the tower. First, Asuriel, as she circleth the flaming basin. The werewolf presseth upon the doors. She findeth the creature's ash heap and bones of the devoured. What part of this creature still desireth warmth? They will find it the treasury, looted long since, and in the cellar the shallow graves bursteth forth. They will prevail for the dead. A careless word shall calleth out the broken boy. He will tap the wellspring within, and discovereth his desire to live. It will not last long. Asuriel stareth upon her own face, carved in marble, setteth against the cruel passage of time unrepentant. Christoph and his wardens loveth her so, even to the last. They will read these final words, his half of our ancient struggle, and the Knight of the Hammer will take it up, a shield of the bright wardens, unbeknownst to its meaning. Christoph's riddle has befuddled many who come before. Yet the painted-faced dead man is clever. He seeth more than he alloweth others to know. Asuriel placeth the Oath Keeper into the claws of the werewolf, the weapon of our wardens, in the hands of our foremost enemy, an alchemy of doom. And they will come upon the blood-stained stair, and looketh upon me most wretched, and implore my knowledge, and I shall exchange as much in recompense for what I cannot see, the state of my vampires, the line of Falconrath.
Heskel has asked for a sacrifice of information concerning the state of the Falconrath line currently.
In exchange?
Yeah, and he will offer you the opportunity to ask some questions if he's satisfied with the information you provide.
Asuriel stares at him for a moment and looks back at Lorelei and Amrita. Wait, you're a vampire. Wait, the murderer. What Christoph saying? Who wrote in his journal? He said daughter's murder would suffer forevermore. I thought it just meant he was dead. But it's you, isn't it?
I'm dying. Yeah, I suffered.
No. I will sacrifice nothing to you. It's not even knowledge I have. But you will get nothing.
Then you will know thing.
I prefer that than giving someone like you this information. Someone who takes life so carelessly. The creature outside, it's not. It's keeping people away from you, isn't it?
You don't know.
Of course I don't. You've already seen. I remember nothing. Of course I don't know.
Outstretches his arms with the scroll hovering before him.
No. No, this place. I want you slain. Instead of being placed here, I guess it's been a long time since the Bright Wardens were around. But if their last duty was to guard you, and I let them at some point, then I won't break that. Break that promise to keep you here forever.
A thirst for revenge.
This isn't revenge. This is making sure you don't hurt anyone else. We need to go. We need to find that creature. Let him rot.
I shall never fear. Here I remain. But if you face the creature, perhaps you will.
She's gonna stare at him a moment and back off towards the stairs. We need to go.
Amrita will nod, but like look over at Lorelei and whisper, "It's like, I certainly don't like this one bit, but it's a very disturbing place."
But it's still. I wonder if Asuriel really should know. But if she's sure, then it's her decision.
Can Amrita insight check this vampire? Does he seem like he's being genuine about some of the stuff?
He hasn't really said much other than that he would exchange information for information, but he has specific... He wants to know something specific, basically. You can roll insight if you would like.
Okay.
He hasn't specifically asked to be released, so you're not sure if he's content necessarily, or if he's working up to it. It's hard to say for sure what his ultimate goal would be. But you do know that he knows lots of things he shouldn't. Whether or not you can use that for your own uses is up to your discretion.
Lorelei's gonna turn to him and maybe step just a little bit closer.
He doesn't even seem to have eyeballs. It's just skin stretched over a skull with almost this red flicker in the sockets. But it seems to burn directly at you.
If you can see all of these things, why can't you see your own lineage?
It is my curse. I am prophet of all, save myself.
Prophet of all?
But one does not seek an oracle empty-handed.
He's gonna look back at Amrita. I mean, we could learn a lot from this.
Everything always comes with a price.
He just wants to know where his lineage is. I mean, is it that bad? We have information for him.
And what if it risks their own lives?
I mean, we don't know where they are. It's not like we're sending him directly to them.
I don't trust it. And I think we should respect Asuriel's wishes in going for now.
But what if there's something I want to know that isn't regarding Asuriel? Is it still okay then? If he can see everything, this might be an answer I can get. Just one.
It is a fool's errand.
Well, I know I'm a fool. He's going to turn back to Heskell. How much for knowledge of a certain necromancer? How much information do you need for that?
Say it when.
The Falconwrath is really old-fashioned still. They're super respectful, and we've met, I think, 3 or maybe more of them, and we helped one of them. She was afflicted with something. Her name's Isabella.
It's too much.
Sorry, I need to know.
We remain the foremost hunters in Innistrad.
Well, considering one of their underlings killed someone that we know, I would say yes.
This is your opinion, your experience.
My experience, yes.
Perhaps we have taught you well. What is it you seek?
There is a necromancer that attacked my home in Gavany, and I'm looking for him. I tried reaching out to him through magical means and I didn't get an answer. I just want to know where he is, what he's doing. If he's hurt any more people, if he's done this again, I need to know.
Willow Grange,
That's the one.
a town without a name without a town. Why do you think he left?
He never left? He's still there?
You have always known it, and you have never returned.
Why is he still there?
Because he is not alone.
I'd be sick. And she'll turn away and follow after Asuriel, toying with one of the sharp implements that she got from downstairs, spinning it around.
Should you wish to face him, you would have to first survive the creature.
I know that.
What more would you like to know? I give you this for free. If you seek this thing's destruction, our goals are aligned. I too have a parched throat for revenge.
You want that creature dead?
Yes.
Where did it come from?
Who leads my line?
We don't need your help. We'll find it ourselves. Leave her be.
Finding it will not be the problem. It lives beneath us.
Lorelei, let's go. I think I might have an idea.
Okay. Let's go. And as we leave, she leans into Asuriel. It's like, I'm sorry I had to.
Cyril doesn't really say anything, just goes down the stairs.
Rhea probably takes one final glance and just turns and leaves as well.
Cillian seems to be the last one to exit this space, but he will follow the rest. I'm assuming Val and Acrio are heading out.
Sure, why not?
Unless you'd like to speak to a vampire, you can.
Oh yeah, top of the agenda.
Totally, yeah. Acrio and him were gonna take dancing classes, and that's
Yeah,
how
it's
it's gonna go.
Hey,
We're gonna go
do
to
you know-
Zumba together.
Do you know the Congo? And he's like, yes. And I'm like,
Yes.
sick. So this is their name. This is who we talk to. This, and this. Can you teach me the Congo now?
Can teach you some traditional Gavany dances.
Yes, perfect. Acrio's just there.
Cyril will go down to the floor where there were the books before stopping and looking at the rest if they followed. Might be a long shot, but I think I have an idea of what or who the creature might have been.
I think it was a person. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, given it wasn't normal to begin with, and there's definitely a lot at play here.
It had the same powers. At least it sucked blood like a vampire. Like it did for the angel earlier. Does anyone know how long it's been here? Or
Acrio could make a history check. Also, the Val, because he would have traveled through Stinzy at times.
I was gonna make a snarky remark as Tristan and like, why don't you go ask your best friend vampire? But Acrio wouldn't do that. Gotta tone down the sarcasm. Acrio,
Yeah, tone down. You.
Just don't be Tristan. I didn't read empathy thing.
yeah, you both got 10s.
Specifically, Acrio growing up in Braylet and not really traveling until being called upon by the church to train at the Elgid grounds. The state of the roads was never really your concern. Like, you explored the immediate area around Braylet, but never really had much intention to, like, branch out and travel all of Innistrad.
Yeah,
Val,
I'm sure,
however,
like...
Go ahead.
I'm sure, like, my dad complained about how, like, nobody could get through that pass anymore or some shit like that, but I'm like, hee hee hoo hoo.
You don't recall him ever saying anything like that?
So I got that
Val,
doo-doo memory.
you have traveled with your caravan the length and breadth of Innistrad, including the Needle's Eye Pass several times, and up until recently, there was never an issue until this thing came and just eviscerated everyone you've ever known. And that was within the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes, there were bandits and highwaymen. That's not entirely uncommon, but this kind of vicious creature appeared recently in your memory.
Val will scribble onto like a piece of paper. The creature hasn't been here for long, like a couple of months.
Not be right after all. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's not possible. It's dumb.
No, it might not be. It's an idea.
I was thinking it might be Kristoff. If it's been here, if it got here recently, it's not possible.
Right. Maybe it was released? Question mark.
Or at least
If we can catch it and kill it, I can sample its blood with my alchemy supplies and find out more.
Can I have everyone make a perception check while you're discussing this?
Oh, fuck.
All of us?
Vampires right in front of us, looking at us.
All of us! That fucking,
Alright.
It's that fucking gargoyle from earlier that went outside. He's just like, hee hee,
Yeah.
hello.
Oh dear.
Hey, twinsies!
I perceive nothing. Oh, this does not bode well.
Where did Asuriel go?
Acrio perception.
And
What?
I'll hit one for Cillian as well. Yeah, that's Cillian.
Damn, that's
Asuriel and
Holy
Cillian just be
shit.
like, nada.
That's not...
Real quick,
Same thing.
because Cillian has a thing when he rolls a 1.
Oh god,
Alright.
no! I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Remarkably, that's going to be more beneficial, but hopefully Stein is here to use it. Amrita and Lorelei and...
Probably nobody else. Well, maybe Acrio.
Yeah, nobody else. Unfortunately,
Ouch.
as you're
Whoops.
focusing on this conversation and Asuriel's trying to piece together this information, Amrita and Lorelei, you glance over to this pile of books that have been just like tossed and scattered throughout the room, torn through and collected up, and you don't recall there being a gargoyle over them the last time you were in this room.
Son of a...
And just as you're starting to become aware of it, the stone starts to creak and the head of it twists in your direction, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Son of a bitch!
This is going to be a surprise round for everyone, the 2 of those.
Should I?
Unfortunately, because you rolled a natural 1, I'm going to say that's not going to be applicable in this
Fair
moment.
enough.
Dang it.
Lorelei, you're the first to react as you see this stone obviously grinding and, well, it's subtly grinding and shifting your direction.
Oh, little guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna move
Yeah.
up beside Asuriel. Now I'm just gonna hurt it. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on it. 2d8 radiant. Oh, come on. 5, really?
Dex save.
Yes.
Dang it.
You focus this flame, and the stone suddenly moves with an unnatural speed, shifting to the side of it. Its wings then start to unfurl behind it. Sand and debris kind of like cracking out of the joints of movement.
And then bonus action, I'm going to move my Judgment Seal to myself.
Okay. Val is caught surprised, and Amrita, you're up next.
So, like, is its whole body made of stone, or is it like...
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay. That will be a problem, then. The axe down at her side next to the hip set of quivers and the other bow on her back, she sort of just takes this new bow, looking it over, trying to see if this does anything. So that would be 2 attacks, I believe.
If you would like to.
Yeah.
I would say this thing kind of has half cover where you're at right now because...
So disadvantage,
you're shooting
then?
right... No, you're shooting right between Asuriel and Lorelei, which means it has a +2 on its armor class.
Okay, so then it's just still a regular hit, then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ugh.
both of those whizzed between your 2 heads, Asuriel and Lorelei. 2 flaming shots. Both hit this stone.
I am probably going to just get sort of in front of Asuriel and Lorelei.
So because this Crimson Rite is active, you do deal magical damage with the arrows. This alchemical infused blood magic on the bolt, though the arrows themselves are not bloodied, still trail with fire and pierce into the stone deeper than you would ever think you would be able to shoot into stone itself, almost like it was flesh. The fire, however, blackens it somewhat, but not. It doesn't really react too much to the fire. The rest of you, somewhat shocked as Lorelei steps forward and blasts a light into the corner of the room, and Amrita pulls out this bow and starts shooting, turn and see this stone statue then leap across the room toward all of the women. It will batter its wings. You all feel like that wind as it pushes toward you. It's going to specifically focus on Asuriel. And I need you to make a DC 15 athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Damn it, where is it prone instead of grapple?
Hey.
Just enough as you're pushed and stumble back, able to get your back foot braced and remain standing in this space, kind of taking the wind as it's pushing at you. Then one of its claws will go for one of the others. I would say odds are Lorelei and evens are Amrita.
Sorry, Amrita.
No, at least it wasn't
Will a
a
17 hit Amrita?
Amrita's got like
yes.
twice the amount of HP she shows.
For now.
Then you will take 9 slashing damage from these stone claws, like razors, that slam into you. Also almost knocking you back, like they cut deep, but it's almost more force behind it than anything else.
Have the 4.
And
Ugh.
Lorelei, you're back up in the midst of Amrita and Asuriel with this thing kind of looming over you.
Still sort of holding one of these like sharp tools in her hand. She's just gonna like grip it incredibly tightly, and it almost looks like salt drops from her hands and then like glides along the floor as like has night terror.
So, fun times with that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna assault the mind of Creech, of a scary Creech. Please take
It is
damage.
not particularly intelligent.
You say that. Oh thank God.
Okay, I hear the music.
So, all of you see this shadowy figure. In the past, it's been almost like a small thing, like she's done like at the torso of a zombie, different things like this. This is not. It's almost like from the light of both Acrio and Cillian's lanterns flickering across Lorelei, her shadow itself, cast on the ground, almost raises up from this point, and you see this black, near silhouette, almost perfect duplicate of Lorelei, as its hood is up and face almost obscured, just this flicker of like a gray candlelight where the eyes should be. The face looks mournful as it stares at this thing, and for purposes of this, currently, you will be able to use the Night Terror as a bonus action from now on, or at least for the extent of things that are occurring. So, 11 psychic damage.
Uh-oh.
This stone doesn't really know where it's coming from, but you see it shudder and crack almost as its mind is assaulted.
He's just gonna move up to this thing. As he does so, grab like one of the things on the desk and chucks that at its head. Like, not really to, do any real harm. It's freaking stone after all, but just to get its attention, as he will use help in order to give the next attack advantage.
Colliding with its head, it looms over all the rest of, even taller than Amrita. You hit it, and you'll see it like shift toward Val as it kind of tracks his movements as it's incoming. And Amrita, you're up.
And yeah, since this thing is closer, she like quickly like takes like the bow, slinging it, and switches to the axe and hits it. There's also still flame on that as well.
Now, are you using the axe part of it?
Yeah, just because I imagine she's still trying to get used to it, so she's probably just using the axe part of it.
You will have advantage on this because of the help action, so you can roll once more.
Okay.
Just in case you might crit. You will hit.
Okay.
Though it is not a critical.
Nope.
With the axe side of it, it doesn't really take a chunk off of it like you've broken the stone, but there's a deep gash into it. And you can see kind of the difference in like the weathered exterior and the raw stone underneath.
I'll still just use the regular axe as well, also because I'm having trouble pulling up the actual document for that right now, so.
It's a free action, just switch between axe, hammer, and spike, but yes.
Oh.
With that, however, it reels back from your attack, and as you go in for another one, its wing collides with your weapon and knocks it aside. We're going to say for this, Cillian is incapacitated somewhat from the geists that are in his immediate purview. So, Asuriel, you're going to be up.
Yeah, Asuriel is still very surprised. People just started attacking something right behind her, and now there's something trying to knock her down. They're just going to turn around, look up at the gargoyle truck, and oh no. And she's going to cast a mind sliver on it. And
intelligence save.
Yes, an intelligence save. Well.
Damn.
He's an orange cat under all that stone.
How does this look when Asuriel does this and focuses on this mind sliver?
She seems to look straight into its eyes and whisper something in angelic. Something, you're dismissed. She's trying to make it go away, mostly, instead of just die.
Stop that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Assaulted by this psychic spike in its mind, the stone creature stumbles back, will collide with this shelf of scrolls and genealogical records starting to crumble, and you see the face start to change somewhat. It's not quite a glow, but there's like an effervescent blue appearance on the face, almost human-ish, but too vague to really make out any features. It's like looking at someone through like fogged glass as it extends out, and you just hear this voice say, "Mercy, mercy. Do not destroy this vessel."
Wait, what? Who is that?
Indeed. Listen, lest I wander.
Who are you? Why are you in there? Why did you attack us?
I serve the master.
The master?
The creature. I am its slave. Do not destroy this.
That thing outside, how is that possible?
It rules this space.
Who are you?
It would destroy us all.
Please. I'm sorry we hurt you. You scared us.
I must serve the master.
You don't need to serve him. We're gonna We gotta get rid of him. Please. Who are you?
The question doesn't quite seem to register as it thinks and kind of like withdraws back into the stone, which stops moving somewhat, but then reappears.
I must serve. Please, mercy.
We're not gonna hurt you, please. You're gonna be okay. We'll free you.
I wish not to be freed. This is the vessel. I don't wish to wander.
Why do you wander?
Because I am dead.
Well, we can lay you to rest.
Make a persuasion check.
Deception check.
Asuriel believes it.
We've got like two
Yeah,
people in the
that's
party
what I
who
was
are
about to
pretty
say.
good at laying people to rest.
This Geist seems to be calmed somewhat, although still somewhat disconnected from everything you're saying.
She's gonna, reach out to the stone a little hesitantly, kind of looking back at Lorelei for a second. Where do you want to rest?
I don't think it would quite understand that line of questioning. The stone doesn't move at all. It's like touching a statue, but you can see almost like a hand of this Geist come out of it and then withdraw back in.
Best I wander. Now, I serve.
You don't have to serve. Please, let us help you. Let's help you be free of the creature.
It rules this space. It is power.
Do you know where it is?
It is everywhere. It is always watching. I serve.
Do you know where it is right now?
No, but it always watches.
All right. How did it make you serve? How is that even possible? Taking a quick glance at Lorelei again, or at Cillian too, because they're the ghost experts.
We're the Ghostbusters.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yes.
It is the power of this space. I don't wish to wander. I don't wish to have my vessel destroyed. I serve.
We understand. What did he tell you to do exactly? The creature.
Kill.
Just anyone?
Those who interfere, interlope.
What are we interfering with exactly?
His domain. He is the power of this space.
Oh dear.
He took it from upstairs.
It took it from upstairs. Do you mean before the creature that the one upstairs is the one who you served?
No. It was here, and we found it, and then the creature became the power. It took it.
What do you mean you found it?
We were once the interlopers.
She was looking around like, can I get some help here, guys?
Well, maybe if we kill it, it'll set you free.
I would still be here in this vessel where I wander. I don't want to wander.
You won't. You won't wander.
Sorry, if I may.
How's Acrio reacting to all of this having gone down in the split second that he realized anything was happening? It was suddenly over.
Just like walking past everybody and kind of like setting his hand on the stone.
Again, it's like touching a statue. It doesn't react at all.
Yeah. Do you want to sleep, or do you like being like this?
What is to want? I don't even remember a will of my own that is lost. I serve.
All right, I guess we gotta leave it here and go deal with it.
Okay, you just stay here. You'll stay in there. Don't worry, we won't disturb you anymore.
You cannot give rest.
Can still give rest, but right now we need to free you before we can.
It kills all. It consumes all. You will not stand against it. You will die. You will join me.
Looks at the other gargoyles stationed in this room.
Us will be free. We serve.
Can I Eyes of the Grave to see if there's like beads of Geist in all the other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still holding the axe up in confusion now. It's just like, what the heck is happening right now?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, I would say that this doesn't count. It semi counts as total cover, but we'll say it's 3/4 cover. But
it's like in a Kinder Egg.
In the immediate area, focusing on these two other gargoyles that were stationed and have not moved since you entered this space, I'm guessing the shadow of Lorelei returns to being cast on the floor and the wall, undefined except by where the light passes over her. And her eyes go black, and you don't think that these other statues have any essence within them.
We have to go deal with the creature. We'll come back. You won't suffer.
Everything here suffers. Everything.
How long have you been here?
Geists don't really have a great perception of time.
So you just like, the fuck do you mean?
Like, how long have you been here?
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
Since I died. Or sometime after. I wandered, and then I found this vessel.
You remember your name?
Name? No.
Anything at all from when you were still alive?
We found this place. We found the top. We found the power. It took it.
All right. Well, right now we can call you Gary.
Wow, very good, Asuriel. Let's go.
No, everyone just...
We'll be back. We'll help you.
Down the steps, I'll watch the back. Yeah, we're just gonna watch the others go down and try to be like the last one, just kind of eyeing this thing very suspiciously, holding on to the axe.
The Geist-like face just retreats back into the stone, which remains stationary.
Cool. Gonna follow the others then downstairs, but still keep looking back.
Was there one floor? What was the floor beneath this again?
The cellar?
Yours.
You pass the floor with the pews and the moonlight shining on this marble statue bearing the same face as Asuriel.
Yeah, she still looks very disturbed by that. She's not sticking around. She's going to the floor level.
Lorelei's hoping nobody saw that little escapade with the shadow and such.
Did we all see it?
I mean, it was behind the gargoyle, so it was probably in line of sight.
Yeah, you've seen this little night terror that Lorelei has manifested before, but usually it's smaller and less defined. This was more uniquely similar to Lorelei herself.
So weird.
So yeah, if you want to address it, you can. As you all make your way back down to the main level where this ash heap still smolders, sparks reaching up to the ceiling, which has become blackened over time.
All right. Well, that was strange.
A lot of things about this place is strange and it doesn't feel right.
We came here recently. The guy said it took the power from the vampire. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's more intelligent than I gave it credit for. Something's just not right about that creature.
Do you still want to kill it?
Yes, after what it did, we can't let something like that just walk around. I'm gonna hope it's not harder than a devil, but the guy seemed so scared of it, and that vampire didn't seem to like it either.
I feel as though maybe there could be a reason that that vampire himself is cursed for whatever reason. Who knows? I just don't trust it.
I don't trust it at all. It was locked away here by the Bright Wardens ages ago, and this place has been forgotten since for whatever reason.
Shall we try to reconvene outside then? See if we can find anything that way.
Yeah.
That gargoyle's right and it can see everything. I doubt we'd be able to get the jump on it. It probably knows where we are. I think it'll appear when it wants to be seen.
Maybe I can try and call it. But just
I hope it's still afraid of you.
I can hope so too. I don't think it seems to like me very much.
That's a good thing, Asuriel. That's a good thing.
Is it?
For something like that to not like you, it is a good thing.
Alright. Well, let's just go and see if we get any luck.
Onward then.
You all exit the tower. It's still middle of the night. The basin at the top has this ever-burning flame, and a portion of the clouds are constantly parted just enough for a beam of moonlight to fall on the peak of the tower through the glass windows and onto the blood scrivener, Heskel Falconwrath, at the top. Everything else is quiet. There's a distant sound of the flow of water, is only maybe 40 feet down off the cliff where this tower is located, but it's a large river at this point where it gets wide, and so the sound is quite a ways off, or at least it's muted. Amrita could probably hear further down where there's the waterfall you all had to cross beneath.
Just not gonna think about it, but instead probably look around to see if there's probably not any tracks or anything, but still just be on the lookout or see if she hears anything or notices anything at all.
I mean, you had found leading up to this, there were definitely scratches and probably tracks. I mean, this is a dirt path that's overgrown as well, so there's evidence of things moving in this space, but...
Does it look like at this tower that we're at, like anyone's climbed on the outside or anything looks like it's climbed up the side of it?
Make an investigation check. You're not sure exactly about climbing, but there are definitely marks in the stone of like a hook or a claw that has maybe gouged into the stone at some point.
Then maybe she'll just like point that up. It's like, I'm not sure how recent that is, but looks like it's been on the outside. See up there where the markings are on the rock and how it cuts into it.
With the 23, you can also probably see where the stone is crumbled a bit on the floor with the books and where you had left this animated gargoyle. There had been this breeze, like a little bit of airflow, and looking at it now from the outside, you can see a bit where the stone is cracked.
It's cracked right there as well. That would explain why the room felt as it did with the books when we were in there.
I looked all around the tower already before. I didn't see him.
Are we forgetting he turns invisible?
No.
Well, yes, but I could see the visible stuff back then. It's kind of worn off now.
And
But-
it does look as though Asuriel's eye has gone somewhat milky, though also bloodshot and watering on her face.
I don't think you'll be able to see it for a while. Should probably take a break from utilizing such items.
For now, yes. But like, it's dumb. But just let me see if I can call it. She kind of walks towards the edge of the path, looking around. Look, I know you want blood. I don't know why you're afraid of me, but we're here. Just stop hiding already. We're not gonna leave until we can at least fight you.
The night remains silent. There is somewhere in the distance the screeches of a swarm of bats, somewhere in the mountains, that just echoes down. But other than that, the night wind rustles through some of the overgrown foliage in the area that has taken the rock.
Val will move over and try to gently pull Asuriel away from the edge before writing on his paper. Maybe we set up bait question mark.
No, I'm not using Connie.
Oops.
Her new horse.
the horse I stole from your old character.
I gotcha. Whoa, sick!
And named it Connie. Cillian rolled a natural 1, but fortunately he got the one where you can ask an augury at some point within the next 30 minutes, and he has not done that. So if at some point you would like to consult the spirits about some information, you may do so.
Okay, and this place seemed spirit heavy, so
So fucking thick with spirits.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so we're just chilling outside the tower right now by the doors, pretty much.
At a spirit and a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Kind of just blinking for a moment before pausing, shakes his head, tapping bait, and then points at himself.
Oh wait, no.
Wow.
Kind of begins writing again. No real other options. Nobody has a clue.
I don't know if we can even really use someone as bait. This creature seemed somewhat intelligent, and the guy said it saw everything, so it's probably hearing us anyway.
Continues writing. Maybe if I split off, you guys wait behind.
No, I don't really like that idea. It seems really dangerous.
At the
Incredibly
peak of the
dangerous.
tower, the blood scrivener gives the closest thing he can manage to a smile. As
Val
his prophecies
continues.
come true.
Val continues writing. A very weak smile. It's like, it's alright. I've not trades off almost. Just let me do this.
Oh, but I can't ask you to do this. It's so dangerous. We don't know if we'll get there on time.
Writes, more agitated. I want to.
Alright. Let's do it.
Really?
We can get to him. We are fast. He won't be too far.
Guess so, but still, that.
Currently, no one else has another plan, and so
Wait,
no one else has an idea of what to
That
do.
will solve nothing. Look, I will disappear instead because at least I can try and pin it down. Whereas it could very well fly away with him. He's
It
the
could fly
weakest
away-
link.
It could fly away with you.
I
If
have
it
a
can
better
pick up a
chance.
if it can pick up a horse, it can pick up you.
It can pick me up, yes, but I can still.
Val writes more frantically.
I'm not going to
Kind of
read
a-
it. It's a waste of time. You guys can read it for your own benefit, but
Finishes writing and moves up to Amrita, simply pushing the piece of paper, not caring if she holds on to it, but just lets go of it. Moving over to Cillian, gives him a hug for a moment, and then looks at the rest, indicating that he's probably about to head off to do the thing.
Shit.
Well,
I'll give the paper to Lorelei.
Real quick, I want to clarify for Stein also. Nobody really wanted to give up enough information to Heskel Falconwrath to get much, especially not about the creature for whatever reason. Like, I'm just gonna hold this lore and just like put it in my back pocket. Except for Lorelei did give him a bit in order to find out some information about the necromancer, which seems to indicate that after attacking Willow Grange, didn't really leave that area.
No, I extra don't want to go home.
And everybody else was just like, nope, we don't trust it, we're not gonna tell it anything else.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's up to you guys. That's why it requires some sacrifice. So, I'm not just gonna give it to you for free.
Which
you
makes
gotta work
sense,
for it,
but
you better work.
Character be like, everything has a price. But I gave the paper.
Fuck he is.
I gave the paper to Lorelei that Val gave to Amrita. She's just like.
It basically reads like I said, very agitated, even more shaky handwriting. If you're so great, you shouldn't have a problem getting to me.
She looks at the paper and she just like whistles, like, wow. And then she'll look at the rest of the party and be like, look, Val really wants to do this. So unless someone has an alternate idea, I say we put our eggs in this basket and do the best with it as we can. Now, one of you, I'll need one of your angelic seal stones. The one for recovery.
You can take mine. You can take mine.
Thank you. And she'll give it to Val and activate it on him. So the
Val,
stone, as she puts it in his hand.
You're sure about this? Listen, we can't tell you what to do with this thing, because it's taken the most from you. You get to decide how to take that back. But I don't want you to go alone.
Val just hugs him, squeezing him for a moment before just letting go, taking the angelic seal. Is it like a stone? Is it?
Yeah, it's like a stone.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just like a nice pebble.
Okay, gotcha. Holds on to that.
And she will activate it and it will pulse like a light blue and like glow a bit of warmth in his hand.
Looks down at it, thumb running over the sigil for a moment. I think Cillian would probably recognize, maybe even like from himself, the look on Val's face is sort of, the look in his eyes is sort of dull, as if someone has resigned himself to a specific thing. And it's very much the look of somebody who doesn't overly care about what happens to him.
He's ready.
We won't be far behind you, Val.
We'll get there as soon as possible.
This will help, I hope. It should help.
I put my forehead to Val and I say, "You're my family. Let him go."
For the briefest moment, there is a flicker in Val's eyes. Something that pierces through the emptiness for but a split second. And it's almost immediately gone. But he does smile faintly. Breaks away.
Is he going to take any light source with him as he's wandering down this path?
Yeah. He's gonna grab just if we have like torches, like a torch or something.
I'll hand him my lantern.
Yeah, then you check that.
And how far behind will the rest of the party be? Amrita acquiescing to this course of action?
I imagine in the moment, she's sitting there like thinking, and in that instance when she sees him start to walk away and the group agreeing to the fact that like her head just starts to like ache for a moment, and like her mind sort of flashed back to Nathaniel and that time with Repellum when he just allowed him to go off into the woods by himself, hobbling along to get the woods for the fire by himself. And Amrita just like groans internally. And I think she'll just try to move stealthily away, go stalk Val without the others noticing.
I mean, they'll probably notice that you leave, but...
Yeah, but she'll try to like disappear after him, basically.
Make a stealth check. Unless anyone's passive perception or even focused perception is higher than 21, she will slip away into the darkness unseen. Somehow Acrio just manages to keep Keep a focus on her.
He is
Acrio,
looking.
I perceive.
He's not doing much, but he is looking at Amrita. Just meander away into the darkness.
It's more of a focused stealth, but yeah.
Yeah.
And how
Amrita
far is the
doesn't-
rest of the party going to try to stay out of the immediate area behind Val? Or do you just let him go and we go
Would
hang
60
out
feet
in
be
the
enough,
tower
guys?
All right, let's go.
Bye. Bye.
It's like, there he goes.
You can try 60
And
feet.
string him up to a tree.
It's like the meme where
Second
it's like,
time tonight.
you have my bow and my axe and my sword, and then
He leaves with all of them. Yeah.
It's like the rest of the party. If you're alive by nightfall, we'll find you, buddy.
We found you once hanging on by the strings of life. We'll find you again.
Yeah, 60 feet seems good, I think. Like, that's still pretty
I'd
far,
love 60
but...
feet.
Yeah. So that seems far, but close enough for at least some spell ranges as well.
Then I will have the rest of you make a group stealth check.
Alright, let go.
Damn.
Why am I in heavy armor? Oh, yeah.
It's actually medium armor, brigandine, but heavy armor is just one setting for disadvantage. So
Yeah, the red threw me off. I was like, huh?
yeah.
Hello? Clerics fucked up the stealth.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the fucking point of heavy armor.
Reinforced armor anyway. Yeah, Lorelei, it's always a little odd when you try to be quiet as you have survived most of your life in the wilderness and as a hermit where it's like just being unseen and unheard was a boon, and now it's like with this reinforced bladed brigandine over your leathers, it clanks more than you wish it would. It grinds on itself.
I like to think that a lot of that, like, detriment to the stealth is just us going, fuck, fuck, fuck. Every time it makes a noise, she's like, fuck.
So, how audible are the guys behind me?
Shut up.
That's interesting. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Val, with a myriad of things going through your head as you take this lantern and set off down this path, overgrown rocky ridge leading away from the tower, you can hear that muffled, distant waterfall and the sound of the river over rocks. You can hear the party somewhat still behind you. It's odd, like it's like an ambient noise almost. You can't really make out specifics. It's not as if they're speaking. Then it is quite muted, but there you can still pick up just a little bit of them.
Okay, so it's like if someone focuses, one can like pick them up.
So what do you see? Is there anything he's doing besides just being in the middle of some light to make himself appetizing?
First, in order, because he's like not sure, seeing as apparently this thing is, you know, at least somewhat intelligent or like at least smart, he's gonna like accelerate his step so that he puts more distance between himself and the rest of the party until he can't pick them up anymore, because his reasoning is, if I can't hear them, then hopefully the thing can't hear them either. And once that is done, he pulls out one of his scalpels from his doctor's bag, and he's beginning to reopen some of the scars that he has gotten from the first encounter with this thing, making himself bleed from those specific wounds, and like in a manner that, you know, he's not necessarily bleeding out, but he's bleeding in a way that if a creature is specifically drawn to blood, it will definitely pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Can I have you roll a d4 for slashing damage? Just it won't be a ton,
yes.
but
Yeah.
Do I need to roll another stealth check too as well for Amrita because we're following him? Okay.
Then can I have you roll 8d6 emotional damage?
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. Amrita, as you're following undetected by Val and hopefully anything else, what's it like for her watching him take this scalpel and reopen these wounds?
She just watches, seeing, almost wondering what it's like to not have wounds close. Like probably the first in a long time she's actually examining someone else with a different skin or biology type, just watching as it doesn't close up so quickly as her own does when she bleeds. Curiosity, but the smell sort of hits her quick, and she almost thinks about revealing herself, but she's gonna look in the sky first, though, I think.
It's cloudy, misty, vaguest hint of where the moon should be, and that whatever they call that, the rays of lights peeking through the clouds as it shines down on the tower. Can I have you make a nature check? You think you pick up something odd in the air, but you can't really place where it's coming from. As Val, you heard them moving behind you. You've got further away, although the party, it seems, perhaps they picked up their pace to try to match yours somewhat. And then you hear a footstep almost immediately behind you.
Amrita would probably see, like he's basically like cutting into himself as he's like walking, and at some point this would be like just before like he hears the footsteps. For about a moment, there's this almost look of contemplation on his face as he very briefly raises the scalpel to his carotid artery for a moment, just pressing it before pulling back. And that's basically when like the footsteps hit and he spins around to shine his lantern to see who it is.
There is nothing behind you as you spin, and your heart rate, you can almost feel accelerating, that sound of blood pumping through your ears. Everything else is so quiet on this night. But as you're shining the lantern, looking for anything in the darkness, there's almost like a silvery mist that dissipates. Like it wasn't there before, but you just see it like something was burning, like dew being burned off in the morning sunlight. And this massive creature revealed standing on the path just directly behind you. And its face is still somewhat obscured, even with the light. Just the angle of it is massive, twice your height easily, and a wingspan that covers this entire area. It looks like the mouth on this thing, just a black maw where you can't even really see much except maybe the glint off of a few teeth, starts to turn into a smile. And I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Woo! That means I have to get up.
Between Acrio and Asuriel, who has the higher dexterity? I'm gonna guess it's Asuriel.
I got 15.
It's actually surprising I have no negative stats. I really am just better than the average person.
And yet you keep calling Acrio an average Joe, and he's not.
I mean, he is.
I mean,
but...
that's kind of his
he's
vibe.
Yeah.
He
Just an
acts
average
that
guy.
way.
It even
Very
reminds
In
you of
his
Acrio.
soul, he's just a guy. Just a little
He's just
guy.
a little guy. Acri Joe.
With this visage appearing behind Val, not surprisingly, the first to react to it, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, I rolled sanity for him and it came out as a 1.
Good times.
Dirty one.
Yeah, right now he is basically like violently pulled back to when this thing was like tearing through his caravan. Like he sees like his friends, his family just getting slaughtered in front of him, like reliving those memories, dropping to his knees, like the lantern kind of hitting the ground, clattering a good few feet as he like almost frantically scrambles back, trying to drag himself away from this thing. And there's just this look of wide-eyed, absolute terror on his face as
Takes the dodge action.
Yeah, he will.
Takes the cry action.
I mean,
That's pretty
that's for sure. Dodging and like trying to get away. Yeah, that's him.
Dodging, he will be subjected to an attack of opportunity if it's not a disengage, so it will be at disadvantage. The arm-like wing of this thing with this singular claw, this massive hook at the end of it, will just swing through the air. You're almost pushed forward, beaten by the motion of the air itself.
That misses.
Nice.
Adrenaline rush, kind of ducking underneath the swing.
The creature will shriek yet again as it is engorged by this angelic blood, this feast it had only an hour or so before. But at the same time, you saw something on its face that makes you feel like prey in this moment. It doesn't even fly, it will just walk forward. Still dodging. Both of its wing claws are going to swing at you yet again.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
that's
those are
disadvantage.
hits.
That's disadvantage.
Yep, so that is not going to be a crit, but I believe both of those will hit this time.
Yeah, for sure.
So it has to roll a 9 to miss me.
36, right?
Mm-hmm.
That immediately drops me.
Oh,
Like I'm out.
Bro.
Seriously?
Yeah. I got I lost.
but hey,
one
you have the
from
you have the recovery seal, so you'll succeed
I
on your
lost
first
one
death
from
save.
cutting into me, and I got 34 HP after that. So yeah, Amrita just sees this thing just rip into Val, and he immediately drops. Like he goes limp.
However, before Amrita can even act, Lorelei, you're a long, long ways away.
I am indeed. How long is a long, long way?
We're gonna say 100. You're 30 feet off the map.
Okay, so 100 feet. That is. Have I seen it like drop Val? Like, can I make it out from this distance?
The lantern light that he had dropped is still flickering. You see the back of it as it moves past the light and just shrieking, swinging its claws. It is on Val. You from this angle you can't really tell how severe it is, but you just intuit that it's not pleasant.
I would consider its posture to be threatening. I can see the creature, right? Like it's not like.
Oh yeah, because it's standing in this lantern light.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to send a guiding bolt because that has 120 feet of range, so I can reach it from here. And I'm going to do that at second level. And
Question: do I still need to roll the con for that extra damage?
Yes.
Okay. No. Sure.
Also, I don't know why I hit the bloody the second one.
Okay,
That's not,
we're good.
That's not accurate.
I need to roll 2 times. Shit.
come on.
No.
No! You still have the recovery seal. It will It will help somewhat.
It will help somewhat.
So I guess I'm hoping a 24 hits.
A 24 does hit.
Yes. Are you fucking serious?
Solo?
I mean, it's
Yeah, but
alright.
5d6 and I get fucking 15. I'm not happy with that.
But it's
Thanks,
radiant damage at least, so you know.
I hope. Is it vulnerable to radiant? I don't remember.
I don't know, but
It is hit by this streaking bolt, this guiding light. It's definitely flashes and burns and crackles on its skin, still radiating off of it, as it will scream and then like suddenly turn behind it, not fully aware that there was anything within range. It does not seem to be particularly vulnerable to the damage, however.
Okay. And I'm going to move 30 feet ahead so that I'm just on map cusp.
So at the end of your turn, Lorelei, as you're moving up, this creature will become invisible. However, I think with guiding bolt, does that
gives
prevent
advantage
it from?
it gives advantage on the next attack. I don't know if guiding bolt. I don't think it's like branding
Probably
smite or anything like
chances
that.
might be.
It will make a stealth check, not with disadvantage. Boom. I think even Amrita is going to lose track of it.
That was last we saw of it.
that was the last you saw of it, as Amrita, even you can't hear where it's gone. Like there's this mist again that kind of burns off of it, and then it's completely invisible. You hear a bit of motion, but you can't track it.
Well, that time to take that stuff then that Lorelei gave me, wherever the heck I wrote it down.
Blue aloe. Blue aloe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll help because I think it might be a monstrosity, but it's got some mixes in it, so you might see its leg or something.
So wherever the description went for that, even though I swear
I have it. I can dig it up for you.
Just take a mouthful of herbs from Lorelei.
Just like quickly like puts it in the mouth and like begins to like chew it and like quickly swallows it to see if she can find this creature and tries to maybe move a little bit closer, but
I'll say with the guiding bolt and the combination of that and the blue aloe, your senses being opened up to it, it's not so much the creature that you detect, it's that radiant, almost like angelic mana that you can sense for the moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
It'll be a regular roll because it is invisible, but with guiding bolt cancels it out.
That's
17 will hit.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh, good. It doesn't have like a 22
And it's on
AC.
fire, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Max damage, nice.
Fuck it up.
Does it uninvisible when you hit it?
I was about to say, it will have to
Concentration.
make a concentration check.
Either way, it's got a
Which
flaming arrow
might change
stuck
that to
inside of
advantage if
it.
it's lost. Oh.
It is not. You release the first arrow. It's strange aiming in middle of space without any real target. Just this sense in your mind with this blue aloe that you've tasted, opening up your senses, and you shoot. You hear this screech, and immediately pull another arrow off your hip, go again. But this one you see just course through the air, hit the stone wall of this gorge behind you.
Okay. I will just stay where I'm at for now then.
I sigh, say under my breath, for Val's family. And how much of my action economy is it going to take if I want to tie a rope around myself?
Depends. I mean, are you just tying the rope and letting it dangle from there?
Yes, I want the end with that doesn't have the grappling hook around my body.
Gotcha. Can I have you make a sleight of hand check? And if you
Yes.
succeed, it'll be a bonus action.
Do it.
I think he might succeed.
I think
Yeah,
you
we'll-
might. I
we'll
think you
call
might just
that
have
a
it.
success. Wait, he might as well have been a Boy Scout. How quickly he tied that dot.
He read the book, but he just wasn't very interested until now.
Am I 30 feet off the map? Or
Yep.
There. With my action and movement.
So you're going to use your action to dash.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
She's gonna pop those wings out when she. I assume we all heard the screeching.
It is ear splintering.
Yeah, she'll get her wings out, fly up 10 feet, and then go another 20 feet in.
Can we see it though?
No. I mean, you
Right,
know where
yeah.
Amrita shot, so you kind of have a general idea, but not really enough to attack without disadvantage.
But we can get some kind of attack in.
She'll attempt firebolt at it,
Even with disadvantage, that is going to hit.
and probably a shout like, "Don't run away this time!"
As you say that, you will hear one of this creature's screams as you hear it moving, as if wings are being unfurled, and blood starts to trickle out of Val laying on the ground, and it seems to be drawn to this creature. The bleeding effect will end, and it's just going to be 1d6. But
Is
it
that
will
technically damage, or
It does not take any damage from you, no.
Whew.
It just pulls some of your blood out of your soon-to-be corpse. And Acro, you're up.
Hello! God, I could be a really big asshole, but I'm just gonna run 30 feet, then dash another 30, and that puts me 60 feet away, and I'll cast Healing Word at just a first level. Somebody can actually heal him for real health later. You get 5 health. Congrats, you're alive.
That is to Val, as you feel the blood being pulled out of you, just barely clinging to consciousness. You hear these angelic words, and they sound sour, is what we will say.
What?
As
What
it is Val's turn, you remain incapacitated.
Okay.
The glyph, however, from Cillian, activated by Lorelei, will begin to hum and glow. Again, it's this weird feeling you've never had before, and it's a bit off-putting, but you take in a breath and you find your limbs activated a bit more as you will regain 1 hit point.
So getting up, half my movement gone. Getting the fuck away from there. Yeah. Okay,
Hide behind a tree.
Yeah. I can only move, right? I don't have my action.
I mean, you're at 1 hit point, so whatever
Okay.
you can do when you're at 1 hit point, yeah.
Wait, where'd my healing go?
Good
Dash
question.
over here.
What the fuck?
And hide behind these rocks.
As far as you know, it definitely helped because Val got up and started running, and he ducked behind a bush, and then he ran behind a rock. And he's kind of outside the light at this point, so you kind of lose track of him. Those of you who need light to see. The creature will become visible once again. You see it having launched itself into the air somewhat, about as high as Asuriel at this point, but it will dive bomb toward Acrio and Cillian.
Take him, he's softer.
He tastes better.
I wanted to make the same joke of it.
It's the same brain cell.
Both of them pointing at each other. Hey, kill him!
Kill me, I'm tastier.
What, me? No, you!
Against Cillian and Acrio.
Oh, fucking...
God.
That hits.
Cillian, gonna take 17 slashing, and then you should make a con save, please.
Ooh, almost.
Yeah, so close. Acrio, you will only take 7 points of slashing damage as your armor does brace most of it. You find the metal starting to twist and buckle, but the claws don't reach nearly as deep as perhaps they would. You still do have a need to make, bleeding profusely.
Tristan, that'd be a great time for that human determination you don't shut up about.
Fine.
What did I tell ya?
Then in that case,
Just like all the blood.
super saiyan your blood back into your body.
His hair turns blonde and sticks up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was the bleed damage on me, Jake?
Nothing currently. You don't take any right now. It's at the start of each of your turn is when you will bleed for a d6. Smelling the Cathar blood, however, this creature will open its spiny teeth in a massive jaw that comes down toward Acrio's neck.
Oh, good. It smells Cathar. Yeah, just
But
like as it goes to bite, he just takes his shield and like jams it between the teeth. Gets thrashed around as he like beats it back with it.
And Lorelei, you will be up at that, watching Acrio struggle with his shield in this thing's jaws.
Put him down.
I've lost my hand before.
Oh no.
Question on a technicality.
Mm-hmm.
If something crits me and rolls something like taking my arm off, but I also use like, let's say, absorbing ward and have like heavy armory mastery and the damage ends up being 0, does it actually do anything?
In that case, I would say maybe not, but
In that contrived situation.
either that or your arm comes off, but you're in such shock that it doesn't even seem to hurt. Like you don't notice it.
Yeah, don't feel a thing, baby. Where's my arm?
What's going on? So, yeah, fuck it, we'll upcast. I'm gonna upcast Bless to bless Asuriel, myself, Cillian, and Acrio. Everybody is hashtag blessed. Well, everybody
Except
within 5 feet.
Amrita.
Everybody here. Apparently. Shut up.
Amrita has 2 attacks. She doesn't need a bless.
And then bonus action, I will... Right now, I will move the Judgment Seal to Acrio. I will activate it on him.
But
What if
Very
it flies?
Ignore the greater, that I don't have that.
Acrio just, like, super transitions himself up.
Just like, he just Minecraft no clips.
Yeah, he just T-poses and then raises.
At the end of your turn, Lorelei, you will hear another one of these appalling screams, and it is echoed by this chittering, squeaking, flying sound all around you as this creature will summon swarms of bats to its side.
Oh, fuck.
Like Batman in the Batman Begins, all these bats start to converge, swarming around this creature, blistering your ears with this echolocation that they emit. Specifically, Amrita, you are inundated with this sound.
She will put the bow on her back and lets her feet, since she doesn't have her shoes, just move through the grass and get out into the open, looks down this creature, and she begins to sort of transform, the eyes still glowing that bright fire in them, and she's going to run and try to, like, grapple it with the claws and pull it back.
Okay.
And I will have inspiration prepared to grapple this bitch.
Okay.
Huggy time.
You're probably gonna want to use it.
Or not.
Apparently.
Or not. I'm going,
Go
yeah.
ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Inspiration is safe for now.
Fuck you, bitch! Sorry.
Just a
I've
No,
been
you're
wanting
happy
to do
about
this
it.
for a while.
You're happy
But
about
yeah.
it.
black-furred werewolf just cutting through these swarms of bats and leaping onto this thing's back. Her claws dig into its flesh.
She pulls it back with her and just like, she's gonna like yell like at Asuriel. Like it's definitely very like gargled at this point, and like her throat's like, do that moon thing that you do. I don't care how much it hurts, just fucking do it.
A grapple attempt replaces one attack, so you still have one attack that you can use.
All right.
Give it a kiss.
Claw attack it gets.
Make sure you turn off the fire for that.
It doesn't matter, it didn't make it.
Yeah. You're holding on to it and you try to latch into it again. It kind of goes into the same claw marks. Doesn't really seem to do much. You're trying to tear at its skin. It's like hard leather almost. You can't even really get it to tear at all. The swarms of bats are gonna have to convene on this thing, and everybody attacking it.
That's a lot of different places to be.
Things, fuck off!
Against Cillian, one against Amrita, and we'll say 2 are going to go for Acrio.
Okay.
Just one of which manages to get beneath the armor. You feel these wings and these little teeth getting like under your helmet and under the pauldron, like that flapping. You just feel violated as you take 3 piercing damage.
Ow.
It tickles.
Violation damage.
Have you ever seen that video where like a firefighter or something like flips rope around like a pole and it sort of goes into a knot? That's what I'm trying.
I've done that before. It didn't work out very well, but I've tried it before.
I've done that. I didn't do it, but I tried it.
Let's
Are you trying to wrap it
call
around?
this a grapple attempt, so it'll be your action, but I'll allow you to use acrobatics instead of athletics for it. In
Thank
this
you.
case,
I
it
am
will.
gonna inspiration that.
Well, let's see.
Well,
'cause
let
it might
it
roll
roll.
another freaking 8.
Oh, sure.
Go ahead and use inspiration or hero point. It's up to you.
Oh, that is the thing, right? I totally forgot those existed. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try hero point.
So you're hired.
Three.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, boy.
Hey,
This creature does seem to be locked down as your rope hits it, spins around its leg, and the grappling hook like pierces the skin somewhat, not again very deeply, but enough to like lodge into it.
It is mostly, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I want like a direction thing when it goes invisible.
Sure. At the start of your turn, I do need you to roll a d6.
Yes. And then, having that thing wrapped around it, I want to like go to one knee and pull it down using my bonus action for sneak in the attack.
Okay.
Well, she'll move up 30 feet, which will get her at least 20 feet up.
Amrita has called for a moonbeam. However, Cillian seems to have braced it for a physical attack. It's up to you what you want to do about it.
Cyril's not too good physical, and she's not close enough for one either. She looks a little hesitant at first, but she does utter the words for moonbeam. And let's upcast that fucking thing.
Okay.
Let's put her at level 3.
Amrita told her to do it, so it's gonna fucking hurt, so.
Oh, it's gonna hurt, and I'm very sorry about it, but
I mean, she told you to do it, so.
I know, but it's funny how it's like, do moonbeam, I can take it, and it's like, alright, cranks it up to max.
Oh wait, shit, I don't have enough fucking magic. Okay, just regular.
Okay.
Just regular.
You don't have any 3rd level spells?
No, I just don't have enough sorcery points. Yeah, and at the end of that, she's gonna...
Oh yeah, you're a sorcerer.
Yeah. She's gonna cast a little font of magic to get those 11 points back.
You see Asuriel open up the clouds in the same way this moonlight seems to shine on the tower. It's almost like that beam is redirected. She is in such control that the light no longer shines on Heskel, but pointed directly at this creature. Her eyes start to glow as the white mana bursts out from within her in a font, and there's a moonbeam on Amrita and these bats and this creature.
Why are you afraid of me? Can't be just because of a statue.
Acrio is going to press his hammer into the handle into the ground, and then I'm gonna cast Blade of Wrath as he rips the hammer back out of the ground, and just this long, massive blade of light just pours from the ground below. The hammer almost shrinks to fit as a pommel instead of a hammer itself, and he holds it up to the sky and is going to stab it.
Lorelei is looking disrespectfully. That's hot.
That's
hot.
So that gives me light out to 20 feet and then dim out to another 20.
That is exactly what I am putting on her token. I hit it with a bat.
Yum yum.
Sick.
Oh, nice.
And I don't actually have this as an attack, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus 7. I'm gonna inspiration that one.
Yeah. Oh, come on, boy.
Yeah, there we go. Also, is it an aberration, fae, fiend, or undead?
It is not.
Okay.
Oh, you did have advantage anyway for my thing.
Oh yes.
Oh,
you didn't
sick.
need the
I'll
inspiration.
take my inspiration back.
Free inspiration. Yeah, take it back.
So
Take it back.
that'll be 2d8 fire plus 2d8 radiant.
3d6 sneak attack.
Holy shit.
And then, as I stab it, I'm going to cast or use hammer and anvil, and just like stab it, throw it to the ground for Cillian to get in another attack.
You get an attack.
You are hot potatoing this motherfucker back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
This poor
This
thing.
is great. I love this. Sorry.
Then that is going straight for him.
And yes, that will hit.
Does that
With
get
sneak attack? Yeah.
Because it's off turn.
Yeah, it's on a different turn.
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
Bad damage rolls, but you know.
Oh wait,
Well,
you guys were both blessed. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. You guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Yeah, we're good so far.
I'm so sorry.
And then roll a d10 for another hammer and anvil bonus damage.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, more damage.
This is
fuck?
so good.
Nice.
My brain doesn't know what to do anymore.
Considering you don't remember him, you work very well with him.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Coolio. Val, what you doing, buddy?
You're glad to see what I'm doing.
Buddy chum pal.
Okay. He is like still freaking out. The memories like bombarding him. He almost just died. He remembers this thing ripping into him, and he literally thought, "Yep, that's it." And as he's kind of in this moment, kind of shaking, crying, he hears the thing like screech again, like the rest of the group shouting, like fighting ensuing. He's still shaking, but that's like able to pull him out of his current episode. And with that, he steadies himself against the rock and begins running towards them. I don't suppose for flavor you're gonna let me chuck a rock at this thing.
I mean, for flavor, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, just, so that, like, yes, like,
Just try not to hit Amrita.
right in the forehead.
Right in that little hole into her brain. Automatic crit.
Whoops. Decapitation.
You're running forward as you're seeing it screeching and starting to have this mist-like invisibility start to form. It's not even fully complete exactly, and Amrita is still like clutching its back as it will begin to move, invisible enough that it's hard to hit, but still with this rope kind of like leading up to it from Cillian and Amrita on its back. It'll only be able to get about 15 feet up into the air, still within the moonbeam. So at the start of its turn, after Val, it will have to make a con save.
Fuck. But yes, I'll do 5.
It's going to have to use its claws as it's struggling up in the air to try to claws its own back and Amrita behind it.
Yep.
The rope kind of goes slack and then taut again, pulling on Cillian as it stumbles down a bit, swings, and then flies back up, swings again, both of which tear into Amrita. You will take half damage because you are resistant to that, so it'll be 5 on the first one and 6 points of slashing on the second.
Okay, let me
11 points total.
Okay. And then con save, 2 con saves.
Yes, please. Amrita's werewolf flesh, while torn apart by these claws, not deeply enough to cause her to bleed profusely from this thing. It's already invisible, so it can make one more attack. Yeah, it'll make one more wing attack at you. Or no, as it falls once, you feel that rope go slack, Cillian, and you hear and feel like the whoosh of wind as one of these wing claws with a 10-foot reach will come toward you. For 16?
I use my reaction to do... What's it called?
Increase AC.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
my reaction to say no.
Don't touch me there.
Oh.
Sudden cacophony?
Yes, sudden cacophony.
Nice. What does that look like?
I think that for a split second, a visage that both reminds him of his dad and his biggest enemy appears behind him without Cillian even noticing, and he like grabs him by the collar and pulls him back just far enough.
Very nice. It will, however, it will use its movement on its turn to go up another 20 feet. I would say, Cillian, you're probably going to be pulled up hanging at this point, since it is attached to you.
Just what I wanted.
Huh.
We just see this rope like going back and forth, and Cillian like,
This is like the weirdest like paragliding situation ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, man.
move over. Yeah. There's so many bats. I don't know which bats to deal with, or the creature. Because I can't see the creature, so if I can't see the creature, I can't Sacred Flame the creature, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna focus on what I can see, and I'm gonna Sacred Flame the bats on Acrio.
Oh shit,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Dex save.
Fuck!
Son of a asshole!
It almost seems as though they scatter from around him, and you don't want to send this beam directly into his back, so you falter just momentarily, and they are able to avoid any light that would hit them. Start of your turn, Amrita, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Another one. Got it.
This is against the moonbeam you're standing in.
Oh yeah, duh. I forgot. We'll see how it goes, fellas.
Oh, I'm so sorry about this, but it's gonna give me fucking max damage in it.
Nah, don't roll it again. I'll take the one you rolled last time. So it'll be 11 points.
Alright. I am definitely close to bloodied at this point.
And it is your turn as you are hovering about 40, 45 feet in the air.
This is risky, but like... if I claw attack it with that and rolled Crimson Right again, it could have flames on it, so... heck it.
Joy of being a blood hunter. You get to
Yeah,
decide.
Okay, just 3. So now I am bloodied, but 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to use my inspiration for the first claw attack on it. The claws are all flaming now.
An 18 will hit.
Alright. Boom.
Fortunately, when you activate this Crimson Right, this alchemical change to your blood and your claws start to burn with fire, the attacks do count as magical, so you are able to pierce this thing's flesh. Whereas before, without silvered attacks, it is completely immune.
Oh yeah, Stein's blades are silver.
Thanks to you, buddy.
My brother and
Forgot
Avacyn,
it.
you made them silver.
I don't know who Cillian is.
Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle?
Kyle?
I don't know if I'd still be able to have another attack if I have it grappled still, or I'm still on it.
The grapple doesn't end if you attack.
Okay.
With this
so
one, the fire and the claws burning into its back, these deep marks gashing it, you are hit in the face with a spray of viscera as the creature is now bloodied.
Uh-oh.
That's good and bad.
But yeah, Amrita looks down at the others and just kind of like looks at this creature. It's like, I don't care if I die here as long as I just take you down with me.
Don't say that.
That's a little dramatic.
Die.
Oh, it's con saves for staying invisible. Nice.
Nice.
A 10 is a success, so I don't
What?
know why you're saying
Shit.
nice to that.
No!
A 10?
Wait,
What,
I
it
got
only
Shit.
needs a 10?
The DC for concentration checks is half the damage
Yeah.
taken, or
Fuck
10, whichever is higher. So it just makes it.
Damn it.
It looked low when we were all like, yeah!
Yeah, it wasn't a 23, so...
That's probably
You're not
as low
very
as this
bright.
thing can roll, so
You're
it
not
must be a
very
fail.
Laughing.
Your second claw will hit it, but not enough to really damage it as it shakes from the initial cut wounds, and you're hit with the blood that makes you kind of like slide down its back almost, and your next claw maintains the grapple, but just barely enough.
Yep.
You are still going to be swarmed by these bats that come up into the air. They will also have to make a con save against the moonbeam that they are in. 13 is a fail, Asuriel.
It is, yes.
So they'll take 11 points of radiant. They are somewhat diminished. You feel them being burned off and falling around you, Amrita. The ones that do remain get you pretty good. They latch into your skin. You're only going to take 2 points of damage, however.
Okay.
The ones trying to follow Cillian as he's pendulum swinging beneath this thing. I think that will hit.
Blunt
Unless you
force
have
from
anything.
hitting the bats.
5 points of piercing to Cillian.
Bloodied, yeah. Annoyed.
Pissed. Where's the pissed status?
2 swarms against Acrio.
Ow. Don't take my arm off, please.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, Acrio.
No!
Oh, I'm
No,
dead.
no, 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 I can't do this today. No. No.
Am I gonna die to a fucking bat?
No.
Am I
No.
gonna die to a fucking bat?
I love how Jake is like immediately grinning.
So it's maximum result twice,
Holy shit.
which is going to be, I mean, that's not a huge amount. It's 16 points of damage to Acrio.
Not a huge
Okay.
amount.
I mean, that's
Alright.
like shitty bats that just did 16 damage.
Ah,
Like Comna would be
They're
dead.
they're in a blood fury.
Okay,
They
so
they
okay,
also
wait.
they also serve this
Hey,
creature.
you know that really arbitrary thing I talked about earlier? I'm gonna fucking cast Absorbing Ward. Fuck you! What are the
Okay.
odds it comes up in the same game?
Okay. So you're not going to take 16. You will have 16 in the ward.
Yeah.
And what did I say I was going to do about it?
I don't know. You decide, buddy.
Here's
Our
what I'm going to
bat's
do
gonna-
about it. Here's what
bat's
I'm going
gonna
to
cut
do
my head off.
for the fun of it. I need you to roll me 2 d12s.
Okay. 8 and 5.
Don't rub your hands like that.
8 and 5. Both of those are an injured and a crippled arm.
Damn it!
I will
Well-
allow you to determine, is it the weakened shield arm that has been torn off before, that these things bite into the place where it was once sealed before, or is it your weapon arm holding the angelic, like, freaking,
Gotta be a
blade?
shield arm, baby.
Okay.
I can't fucking believe this.
I
Damn
fucking
it.
hate everyone.
So your shield is still attached, but you won't be able to use it. So
18.
go ahead and take the AC down by 2. You do have a ward that absorbed a bunch of that damage, but yeah, Cillian, you can just
Oh.
barely make out as you're swinging toward Acrio, these bats getting up under his armor, and it looks like his arm that has been taken off before just starts to droop next to the side of him as he's swinging the blade, trying to repel them back.
Oh, he got turned into Link from the start of the Tears of the Kingdom.
Ah,
Fucking-
shit.
Got the fucking Link
Just
arm.
imagine,
I got
Acrio
linked.
come back to the doctors like, so it kind of happened again.
You
Walking
lady,
up to your
please.
mother saying you've thrown up.
Mommy, I pissed the bed.
oh gosh.
Acro just standing in the doorway.
Is there climbing this rope, Jake?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Sure, do whatever you want.
Climbing is
Yes.
at half speed unless you have a climbing speed, but I would say you're no more than 20 feet down, so you could probably get within striking range if you would so choose.
Yes, I will. I'm sort of swinging and get it because it's in the middle of my body, so it's sort of hard to get the right angle. But eventually, I sort of wrap my my feet upwards so that I'm hanging upside down and like pull myself up a little bit and start climbing. And I will try to stab it.
Because the creature is bloodied, that just hits.
Oh, really? And Amrita's on top of it, right?
Hmm.
And as I stab into it, now the bats around me. What happens? I use one of the whales of the grave, and I think it's just. I just sort of have this image of Reigen like hitting them out of the air with a bat.
You like
So
his
that's
irony.
sort of the vibe for the. So probably not the 3 on that, but
I'll allow it for this.
oh, cool.
So those bats will take 10 points of necrotic damage, is that right?
Yes.
Nice. That will diminish them.
Asuriel is gonna dash. Asuriel's gonna dash up.
Oh, can I actually? Sorry. Can I disengage and like drop back down?
Sure. And it does succeed on its invisibility still.
To dash up 40 feet to try and get up in its face.
Okay. But just outside the moonbeam?
Yeah, just outside the moonbeam. She's trying to cut off its escape, essentially.
Okay.
She gets in probably a little closer to Amrita, and no, she can't prepare. Okay. No, she'll just stay there, stay a little closer to Amrita. Yes.
Okay, at the end of your turn, this creature will once again become visible. Detroit become creature. It will screech and use its dread scream. All of you will need to make a sanity check versus DC 22.
We
all of us.
may
Are
all
you
be fucked.
like me as well? Or?
Are you within 60 feet? Yes, you are.
Shit.
Just barely.
Fuck.
Come on.
We seen out here.
No.
Yes, I have
2,
immunity
3.
to being frightened to it.
Fucker! So close.
I'm gonna use a hero point and succeed on that.
I don't have a hero
I don't have anything either, I think. I better double check, but I doubt I
have
do.
Amrita, it's not going to really affect you at this moment because you are grappled onto its back.
Oh, thank God.
Thing about it is, you those of you who failed take a level of dread. In order to get any closer to this creature, you will have to make another sanity check if you try to approach it at all, which is going to be everyone except for Acrio and Asuriel, right?
Aren't you blessed, Rowan?
Shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
swear
I don't need to
Acrio.
use that hero point.
Oh yeah.
Oh
save
my
that
God.
Because
Thank you, Stein. I'm so fucking stupid. I think
No,
I think I've thrown up all of my like brain today.
It's good to
We're all
roll.
having a day. It's
Oh goddamn!
Oh my God.
Oh
Lorelei
wait.
also
Oh no,
succeed.
Amrita isn't.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really
yeah, I'm not, so but I'm alright.
no level of dread.
How high up is Amrita?
roughly, it's hard to tell, 35 to 45 feet.
Does my scorching ray from my hammer count as casting a spell, or is it using an
It's
ability?
use an item action.
Okay, so I could use scorching ray and then cast spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to just like a fucking anti-air cannon start pointing my sword at the bats and just fucking blast them out of the air.
The ones around you?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. The 10 is the only one that will not hit.
Sick. That'll be a 7 and a 5.
You can
12.
still add blessed on the 10, maybe?
Oh yeah.
11.
Okay.
Are you shooting these all at the same one? 11 will also miss, unfortunately.
Are there any that look like particularly fucked up?
The ones that are around Cillian are diminished, and I think the ones in the moonbeam are also diminished, but those are not the ones surrounding you.
Yeah, I'll just blast the ones around me.
Okay.
And then I'll cast spiritual weapon up in the air at where the creature is.
That's gonna hit.
Plus 7 force damage.
At the end of your turn, the creature will use its last legendary action with Cillian dangling on the rope beneath it to pull blood that trickles up the rope, making it slick until it approaches the creature itself. The bleeding effect will end on you, and it will regain.
To keep it honest, I don't think I bled last turn.
Correct, I do not believe you did. Yeah, just
Hey.
Whew.
one. Val, you are up. You are frightened, I believe, of this thing.
So you can't
Dreading
get
it.
closer.
You can
God.
try. You just have to make another sanity check. The DC is different for subsequent ones, so it's lower.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
I mean,
No, it is lower.
sure. with my -1 modifier.
Just roll a 17
Nope.
or higher.
Yeah, that's close, right? I can't really do much because to heal I gotta be up close to people. And the thing is there, so I guess dodge because I literally, Jesus Christ, this is so bad.
I mean, it sort of makes sense for Val, though, right?
I mean, yeah, but you know,
It did slaughter its entire family.
At the start of the creature's turn, it will make a con save in the moonbeam. I believe will fail.
Press that bitch up, motherfucker. Run it through the angelic air fryer. Let's go.
Let's go.
Moonbeam, moonbeam.
15. Ouch.
Jesus Christ, Tristan.
He's speaking in tongues.
I speak in GM.
It is going to fly.
I hope it's
There
not
for
smart
now
enough to
because I've got
cut
the
rope.
turn order in the way.
Ooh.
We'll go with
with
that
it.
for now.
Bye, Cillian. Bye, Amrita.
And yeah, Cillian also drug behind, almost
Well,
colliding with a rock as he's just spinning on this rope beneath him.
Deathly afraid.
This is the
Especially
worst
with the
sailing
bats.
experience ever.
Yeah.
This is going to depend on how this goes. So, against Amrita, one of these claws is going to reach back at you.
Yep.
You will take 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh, wait. It takes an extra 16 points of damage from absorbing ward. It pops on the...
Next damage you
The
do.
Spiritual
weapon can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, as long
It
as
is
the
one of
damage
my
comes
spells.
from him.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, did you say 6 points for Amrita?
8.
8. All right.
It will clutch you. You're still kind of grappled by it. Cillian, you feel yourself fall, kind of drag on the ground at this point, as Amrita, you feel it pulling deep into your skin as it will attempt to pull you around and bite into you.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
you can't make you reroll with inspiration, right?
Uh-uh. I
Can you
have
roll a
nothing else.
d20 for me, Amrita?
I have nothing
Wait,
else.
roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1. Come on.
Don't jinx me, don't jinx me,
Do it.
don't jinx me, don't jinx me. Oh, okay, it's a 2.
Okay.
That's a 2. That's close. That's close.
Not
Not
horrible.
horrible.
But yeah, I imagine though when it happens, like he drags her, like there's probably more blood that like falls to the ground, and like there is like a bit of a scream between like a human sound, but then like goes into like a wolf howl that is very painful to the ears. To where Cillian's ears are probably also ringing, everybody's ears are ringing.
So you're going to take damage as normal, so I will hit this, but it'll only be the first few. 13 points of necrotic damage.
All right, this is probably gonna put me out then. By the by. Yep, I only have 2 HP left after that.
Okay, you still have 2 HP.
Oh,
It will regain half of that. You feel the blood being pulled out of you. The creature almost has like a distaste for it, this werewolf blood, the fur in its mouth, but it continues to consume. That's going to be 6. And you will not be able to regain hit points until the end of after the end of your next turn. What it will do, however, is attempt to break the grapple. So I need you to make an athletics check versus its 21.
Hi, something I just realized. Divine Arm isn't one weapon and then it's over.
Yeah, it's a concentration thing. You just keep doing it.
This entire
Although-
time I thought it was one weapon.
Honestly, me too.
I will have you make a concentration check, though, because you did
I
take
did
some
take
damage.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll succeed, especially with the blessing of Lorelei.
Sorry.
Amrita,
Rest of aim.
the creature, after biting into you, you very nearly lose consciousness. Everything kind of goes black and hazy for a moment. Your claws release momentarily as it pulls you off and flings you to the ground. You will take 12 points of fall damage.
Does that mean I'm out then?
You will hit one of these boulders. Her werewolf body just limply sprawled on the ground. As the creature will then go up another, say, 10 feet. Cillian still trailing behind it. You're about 15 feet off the ground now, Cillian.
Asuriel's getting bee flashbacks.
Bee!
So since I don't have a level of dread because I was blessed, because I'm totally smart, I can move closer to it.
You may.
Okay. Sick, I can get straight up to Amrita. Okay, I'm gonna do the guiding bolt first, and then I'm gonna ask the minutiae of this particular interaction. Guiding bolt. Just like standing over Amrita.
Nice.
That's only at first
good.
level.
Oh, that's still
But
good.
still,
though.
8. That's still good. My Grave Cleric ability, Circle of Mortality. Oh, it's with a spell. Shit. I was wondering if that would interact with my Martial Exploit Inspiring Word to regain hit points.
I think, yeah, it's just a spell.
Yeah, okay. It was a thought I had, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Like, standing over Amrita, she's just gonna mutter to her, "You're okay. We've got you. And if you have a hit die, you can spend it." I don't know if you do. But I'm doing it anyway.
No, I do.
Yeah, you can spend it, and if you do, you'll gain an additional 1d10 hit points.
Okay.
Spicy.
And then I'll roll the d10 for you. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
She's alive again.
Sorry.
7
Yeah,
7
werewolf form
HP.
gone. Well, I imagine it's pretty much just how it happened with it just biting and clawing into her, but like it's in and out at this point, being in the full form, because I imagine every time she drops and she can't focus on it herself, like she's back to her normal self, but she feels like the in and out of her humanity and the beast side, and like she just stares up like groggily, just trying to get on like her legs, seeing the creature move far away. It's like spits blood onto the ground, but she's definitely bloodthirsty and wants to kill this thing.
And the next attack on it will have advantage, which is you, I believe. So
She's gonna stagger, stand up, and then yeah, I'm gonna grab the Oathbreaker and shakily like angle it and shoot.
Okay.
you have advantage. Try crit.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
Yeah. See? I told you! I fucking told you!
Nice.
Get his ass! Get his ass!
Fuck yeah, Rita.
Murder.
my chest is like.
Roll a d20 first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm sorry.
And do you want this to
God.
be fire or piercing damage?
It's gonna be fire, bitch. Burn, burn, motherfucker.
Crispy chicken.
Oh, that hurts my soul.
Oh, you might want to use the inspiration on that one.
I don't want to have it. I thought I already used it.
No, we just said you didn't
Wait,
use it.
I didn't use it?
I'll allow you to use it. To roll one more d20 if you would like.
Do it.
Double that one.
Gracious.
Fire damage at 10. Roll the damage twice. So basically, a standard crit, so that'll be the 8 and the 6 for fire. Just the standard 8 for piercing.
Okay.
Thing does not look healthy at all.
Okay, and I think one more attack, I believe. That would just be a regular. Let's see.
I so thought you were gonna crit again.
I saw a 3 and my brain immediately went.
It wasn't green,
Yeah,
so I
I'm
knew it
just-
didn't count, but that does hit.
Okay.
It's desperate.
Cillian, kill it from underneath.
Kill
And
it,
at
please!
the end of your turn, it will use its stalker ability to go invisible.
Oh, you bitch.
It can't really stealth all that much because it has a rope dangling from it attached to Cillian, so you still kind of know where it is enough to attack with disadvantage. These bats, however, well, first of all, the one that's in the moonbeam is going to die because even if it rolled great, the damage you rolled is going to kill it. So they all just burn in the moonbeam.
Burn, baby, burn.
Poor little bats. They were
Dang.
they didn't know what they were doing.
No,
think they did.
little creatures with leather wings.
No.
We love leather.
The one that is diminished around Acrio that got burned out of the sky with an anti-air missile. Not going to be able to repeat its...
Take my arm off.
Not going to chew the rest of the arm off. The other bats near him...
Are they all going for him?
No, that one is also going to miss. This swarm will follow after Lorelei.
Ah.
It is also diminished.
Oh, good.
I haven't taken any damage this whole combat.
You are swarmed, but at the same time, you kind of bat them back, focusing on Amrita and getting her back up and watching her hit this creature.
Oh.
That is a success. So even with your dread, you can push past it.
Okay, I'm gonna climb back up. You were already very gracious with inspiration, but I'll ask anyway. Can I cheese an advantage hit with inspiration and get sneak attack?
Technically, that is the way inspiration works, is it gives you advantage. I just let people roll after the fact to get advantage, so that inspiration does actually allow sneak attack if you use it, to roll with advantage to begin with.
I will. I'll climb up.
Do it.
I push through the fear and I say, you weren't always like this. Climb. You were made. Draw. And things that are made can be unmade. And I will go for an advantage. Hit.
Nice.
Or...
So 11 and 11, 22 points of damage. It will shriek in its desperate state with this silver blade jammed into it. You feel yourself nearly collide with the side of this ledge as it almost lands on it slightly, and you catch yourself barely as it is stumbling. I'm going to say for the purposes of this, it becomes visible automatically, losing concentration. Argon slides out of this thing's flesh as it is groggy for a moment, standing on the edge of the cliffside. And perhaps should die, but in its desperation, it will use desperate survival, regaining temporary hit points. The damage will carry over.
Oh,
God
We're fine.
damn!
It's fine.
The fire in its eyes reignites almost. What had been like these black pits with the light of the moonbeam and the spiritual weapon glaring in it almost take on this deep red appearance.
I did want to use a whale against the bats with this sneak attack damage.
Which ones? The ones like attacking Lorelei?
Lorelei, yeah.
That is enough to destroy them.
Hell yeah. My cousin Eamon. He's not very efficient, but he is enough.
We'll find out how Lorelei feels about that, with undead effectively assisting her.
True.
How far away is Cillian from the creature?
I mean, he climbed up to it, so,
okay, so
like
he's
within
just,
5 feet.
He's just on it. All right, that will work. Cillian, are you ready to let go?
I mean, there's all you can you can do what you want to do. You can read determination. He doesn't want this thing to get away again.
There is a rope.
While you're considering Lorelei, you felt this undead presence over your shoulder coming off of Cillian and attacking these bats, which all drop around you. How does she react to this undead thing helping her?
It's an initial, tension of like preparing to lash out. But then I think she probably recognizes like Cillian's calling cards and slowly comes down off it, but there's still like a level of apprehension and animalistic rage. Like, it looks like you've awakened something, you know, with it.
How badly injured is Cillian looking? About to drop? Still standing a little?
Like if I'd had to put it on a scale, like 18 out of 43.
Nice. Good.
Like
Okay,
a good solid hit from this thing could definitely take him down, but a weak one, maybe not.
Yeah, but he's the only thing within range of it.
Yeah.
Okay, how far down is the cliff from the creature?
I mean, the creature is standing on the cliff. It's probably a 35-foot drop.
Okay. No, this is perfect. Alright, Cillian. Prepare to be eaten. Far more than you were with the creature. Alright, she's gonna fly up 30 feet here. She's gonna grab Cillian's like, we should probably go. And she's gonna cast Thunder Step. But instead of going back to the others, she's gonna cut off its escape route.
When you do that, and like in the same process as you're saying that, it will use its reaction to make an attack of opportunity. As you get within its range, would you get within 5 feet of it, or just behind Cillian so you're only 10 feet away?
Actually, yeah, behind Cillian, because that means I can still hit it with the damage.
Then it will, with disadvantage, boom.
Yeah, that still hits. Bro, you have fucking 12 AC! He needs to roll a nat 1!
Can I have you roll a d20 for me, please?
Oh, people are gonna get a lot of really bad injuries.
Ooh, ow, okay.
Don't say that.
So, I'm gonna roll the damage dice twice, add them together.
Wait, what, why is this a crit? Oh, he's desperate.
Yeah.
He's desperate.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be another d12 for the damage. A total of 23.
Okay, well, I'm definitely bloodied, but I'm still up.
Oh, yes! You had me going for a second there. I was like, well, I was thinking about to say out. I was like, yeah!
I was gonna die inside a bit.
I was gonna scream.
I need you to make a Constitution save, but because of the crit, you will also be bleeding and take a d12 of bleed damage at the start of each turn.
Oh,
You are
that's
blessed.
In addition,
I will remember this.
automatically.
Alright, let's go con.
You are blessed.
So yeah, you will not have to bleed from that, but it will still be a d12 at the beginning of each turn.
Okay, well, that's fun. Let's roll some Thunderstep damage, and hope it's good. Otherwise, I'm gonna use an Empowered Spell if it's shit. Anything shit in there? Should I roll that 3?
It's up to you.
Like
You know
7.
your own luck best.
And I know it's shit!
That's such a roast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Sorry, that's such a backhanded roast. I love that.
Let's get 30 feet away from it.
So you'll take the 17.
Yeah, I'll take the 17.
As this roar like thunder explodes around this creature and it staggers back, standing on the edge of the cliff. You all see as Asuriel is no longer there. Cillian, his rope is just dangling in space, and he is also gone.
Sorry, are you okay?
Well, sort of, but now it can fly away, Asuriel.
Could only aim for you. I'm sorry. I'll get this out. And she's gonna use the stone again on the remaining eye that can still see.
Okay. Just as you are doing that, at the end of your turn, Cillian, the creature vanishes using its stalker ability. No one attached to it anymore. We'll make a stealth check. That was not supposed to be a disadvantage, but it's still only 11, so I think everybody you can still hear it moving. You can hear its wings as it raises up into the air slightly, and Asuriel, you see it just pushing air beneath it. Doesn't get very far, but It is up in the air now.
Fuck. She'll just keep pointing at it, so at least Cillian will know where it is at all times.
Yeah, I'm gonna 20 feet up next to Lorelei. Bats are probably gonna get an attack of opportunity.
One of them will, yes.
Got it.
You just bat them away easily?
Yeah.
Bat them away.
So I hear where it's like very loudly flapping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kind of uneven. It's one wing and one armed wing. Uncoordinated almost.
I kind of let the hammer float in midair. I can call it back as a bonus action later. I'm gonna reach into my belt, pull out the net with the ball, the weights on them, and just kind of swing it and try and throw it at it, and see if I can knock it out of the air.
Okay, where did this come from?
Remember when I was just making it?
Yeah,
you're just making some shit? Okay, cool.
Remember when I was just making shit on the road, and it was like, wait, I'm almost done, guys!
Hold on a sec.
So it's like a giant net with like steel balls hanging from the edges.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Additionally,
try
a net doesn't have that much range, but I'll allow it because it is going to be rather difficult. You're not proficient with nets, I don't believe.
Probably not.
So I'll let you use your strength to throw this.
You know what? I'll use my inspiration on that one.
Bro.
The net flies through the air, these stones causing it to spread out. You think maybe it catches something, it like hooks in the air, but then drops to the bottom of this cliffside.
Fuck. How far is it from my my hammer? The spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
30 feet.
Perfect. I'm gonna move it 20.
Val, you can't see this creature, but you still kind of know where it is. You'd have to make another sanity save to try to get into the fray.
Okay.
That was
That's not bad. Big,
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Amrita's pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Would Val do anything about that in this moment?
I mean, Amrita's sort of a bitch, but you know, he's still, you know, he's still a doctor, so.
Don't I know it?
Can't just,
No, it's understandable.
Hippocratic
He does
oath
it.
taking over.
Oh.
like, if somebody's hurt, she's gotta help them regardless of, you know.
The
how
two
they
Vistani
behave.
in the party agreeing over Amrita being a bitch.
Yeah, he's
Old
gonna
Vistani
move
lord.
over.
Staying
Okay,
out of
that
the
is-
moonbeam nearby so you don't roast yourself.
Moving up, yeah, to dash and then doing first aid as a bonus action, seeing as I did not harm anybody, you deal 8. So the maximum amount. Yeah, you literally see like Val run up to you, like still freaking. You see he's bleeding heavily, like shaking like hell, but as you know, in shambles as he is like fumbling with like his doctor's bag and like pulling out syringe, kind of holds that up and kind of loads that up before like injecting you with like a healing agent. Like as soon as that like hits your bloodstream, I assume, or like, you know, probably with the werewolf already being sort of enhanced, healing, more sturdy as usual, you like feel that kind of accelerating as like your wounds start to close, at least somewhat. Pulls back the syringe, kind of still the wide-eyed stare, but kind of just tries to look out for where this thing is and, you know, trying to see if they can best it.
It's like, I imagine when he comes running, she almost really doesn't notice his presence at first because her eyes are just like, they're fixated on this creature. And like, even though she is no longer the beast, there's like this almost like not human like attitude about it, just wanting to kill it, and then just kind of like looks down, like almost like back at Val, and it's like she snaps back a little bit to reality and like sees him, just kind of looks at him, nods. I want to stay safe with Lorelei.
Shakes his head as he kind of looks at this thing. Like, as injured as he is, he seems to be like kind of determined to see this through.
At the end of your turn, there will be another screech, a dread scream from this
Why?
thing. It's intimidation. A 27. Can anyone
Wow.
roll?
Okay.
I don't think anyone can actually beat that.
I don't think so either.
Bro.
Just
A natural
casually
20.
rolled.
I would say a natural 20 would be
Jesus.
enough to allow.
Oh no.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna look.
Oh,
Someone tell me
Does
what it
Cillian
is.
explode?
It's probably bad. It was probably
What the
bad,
fuck?
wasn't it? Oh,
What the fuck?
yep. Probably because of that brief snap back to reality. Now it's just like, oh crap.
Where does plus 10 even come from?
I want to cry.
Oh,
has-
need to.
It has an
Inject
insane charisma, apparently.
I mean, we're using alternative food, so it might just be insanely strong.
I mean, it does have a pretty decent charisma. Because horrifying things count as well as beautiful things. Even with Bless, Lorelei is not able to. Did anyone fail before? I know Val had one fail,
I have a fail.
so that would be 2 on Val, 2 on Cillian, is that correct? At
Yes.
this point. Asuriel is immune. So with 2 levels of dread, you automatically fail the sanity save to try to approach it, so you would just completely incapable of getting any closer to this source of your dread.
So, like, we can't even roll for it anymore.
Nope, you
Oh,
automatically
what the
fail
fuck?
with 2 levels.
Wow.
Start of its turn. Asuriel. Looking through this eyepiece, you see it vault into the air, turn on a wing, gliding until it almost like pushes back and goes into a bombardment directly at you with its mouth open.
Well, bye guys.
I just see her pointing, and it's like
It's just good.
getting closer.
Like, oh
Oh
Because you see it, it is not considered invisible, so it will have disadvantage on this.
no. The only way that helps is if. Yeah, that doesn't help.
I'm gonna have you roll a d20, please.
It's the second course of angel he's having tonight.
The first was just hors d'oeuvres.
Oh,
It's
thank God.
not horrible.
Oh no, Asuriel's the cheese board.
No, the other angel is the cheese board. This is the main course.
Cheese board comes after.
Ooh,
Really?
I think so.
that's interesting. Because I just recalled something that would have changed things a bit. Amrita had been bitten and was not supposed to be able to regain hit points until the end of her next turn, and she had gotten Lorelei's healing before then. We're going to skip over that for now, but it will affect something. I mean, there's a lot going on. I should have remembered it as well.
Oh shit.
But that's the same thing Asuriel rolled. She will not be able to regain hit points until after the end of her turn. Damage will be normal.
Still gonna kill. Holy shit, it doesn't. Holy shit, I'm still up.
13
still
points of
up?
necrotic. The creature will regain 6 from you as it drinks this angelically tinged but still very human blood.
Fuck. We're getting so fucked because nobody can fucking see where it is. It's on the opposite side of this fucking ravine.
Cillian, I think we might take a little bit of fall damage if you don't mind.
Well, first it's got to make its 2 other attacks.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Oh, unless it rolls 2 nat ones, I'm down.
So close.
So close. That's such a dick move from the dice.
You are down,
Yeah.
but I need you to
Oh my
roll
God.
a d20 for a crit just to see how bad this injury may be.
Son of a fucking
Bye,
bitch!
Asuriel.
The
Oh my
first
god.
crit I rolled today, and it's to kill myself. Can I use inspiration to re-roll that?
I'll allow it to be like disadvantage effectively.
Please roll another 20. It was so funny.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my god. Thank god. I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay. With a 10 on the slashing. Damage dice twice, add them together. You will not suffer from any major or minor injuries at this time, but you are definitely going to drop to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So is it gonna take another swing at me, or is Cillian going down as well?
It's definitely going to have to take an attack at Cillian, and it is invisible to him.
So that means advantage, right?
It cancels out effectively, so it is a regular roll because it is desperate. So it
I
will
see.
hit unless you have. I don't believe you can do the reaction.
No, that's
thing more
once
than
per
one.
day. So it will hit.
Can you roll a d20?
Hey, that's pretty good.
A few times you really want to roll low. You do not roll your damage dice, instead you deal the maximum result possible with them. This wing claw attack is therefore going to do 22 points of slashing damage.
As a reaction, I will uncannily dodge that shit.
It's a good idea.
It's a very good
To
idea.
have that damage.
And in this moment, as you're hit and knocked back, Cillian, dodging it uncannily to avoid taking your own head off, you see as Asuriel's body begins to like crumple and fall, it lingers in the air and then is lifted up as the creature will ascend with Asuriel unconscious. And Lorelei, you're up.
I'm getting beat.
Oh god, I have a dread thingy, don't I? So I can't go any closer. Well, actually, I only have one, so I can.
To answer your question, those of you at the bottom of the cliff can't really see what's happening. That was Val's question, by the way.
Yeah.
You can't really tell, like you hear violence and dodging, and then suddenly Asuriel's corpse, just like, well, what you think might be a corpse, just splayed out, is lifted into the air on the wings of nothing.
Okay.
And I have a level of dread, so I have to make a sanity save to get towards it, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Please give me something good, because I definitely want to go closer right now. Never mind. Here we are, staying here with the friends. She's just gonna like look around, like panicked. Like, what is the kind of like distance you would say it is?
I'm gonna say it's somewhere in the 60-foot range
Okay.
currently, because it used some of its movement to get to Asuriel, so it couldn't go too far higher.
Oh god, do I do it? With my action, Lorelei's just gonna reach over and just grab Acrio's probably bad arm, whoops, and cast Shield of Devotion on him. Like, sorry.
I can't feel anything right now.
I'm just casting Shield of Devotion on him, because I don't know what else to do. There's nothing else I can do, I can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a Tristan. I'm gonna flip on an odd. I'm sticking with blast as my concentration. On an even, I'm choosing violence, and I'm casting Night Tower and sending it after it. Night Tower it is. So yeah, since it was like you said, it was like 60 feet away. The kind of light that was connecting Lorelei to everyone in this blast is going to like dim and as the shadows grow, it's gonna just like scoot after it. As I send the Night Terror after it.
And that has a 60-foot range.
60-foot range, and then it says I can assault the mind of a creature I can see, but I can't see it, but I'm just going to send it after it and try and like maybe distract it, get it to dip down, get its attention, anything.
Interesting. Cillian, you see appearing on the upper side of this cliff this perfect duplicate of Lorelei, made of this almost pure shadow, suddenly appear, raising itself up, standing there in place. Can I have you, Lorelei, make an intimidation check?
Okay. I'm not good at those, but you know, we've pulled it through before. I'm not good at those. We haven't pulled it through this time.
Doesn't appear as though the creature itself has taken all that much notice. Yeah.
No more bless, folks. Sorry.
No problemo.
So I'm sorry, Amrita, but because we did,
yeah, it's fine. There's a lot going on. Yeah,
we're gonna say
healing.
You're stunned somewhat after being healed by Val, and looking back, telling him to stay near Lorelei. I would say you can move and get into a different position if you like, but because you shouldn't actually be healed right now, won't be able to actually make any attacks.
No, I just imagine maybe after whatever he gives her, she just hurls over and blood kind of like comes out of her hand or something, and keels over. So
yeah, one of them will go to swarm Lorelei, the other moving around this moonbeam, which actually the moonbeam's going to go away because its creator cannot focus anymore. And the other ones against Val are still a strong swarm. Does a 14 hit Val in his bloodied state? You are
in my bloodied state.
Yeah, you take a
minus
-2
2, right?
Yeah.
13 you said, or 14?
It's a 14.
I mean, yeah, it hits me.
So you will take 7 points of
okay, I'm
damage.
down.
Oh God!
Another one bites the dust.
Fuck. It is getting curb stomped.
I really just should have. I'm just still upset that I forgot to begin the hunt.
We
It's
started
fine, it's
so
too late.
fucking strong.
Yeah. But yeah, I realized, I could have done this, and I fucking forgot about it. But it's too late now, so.
It's fine. It's alright. We've all forgotten things today.
God, yeah. I hate it.
As these bats swarm around the people on the ground, you see Val getting assaulted, bitten up, swinging his hands, trying to get away from them, but there's enough nips and he's barely clinging on to begin with. His open wounds, they're like little vampire bats sucking at the blood within him, and he hits his knees.
Interesting point of order, Jake. During the scream, I rolled a natural 1. Meaning the Gathered Whispers thing activates.
I saw you had rolled for that.
Yes. They deafen me.
Okay.
Is there a chance they protected me from the scream by deafening me?
I like that, so we'll go with it.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I can't hear you intimidate me.
That is kind of cool. We'll go with that. You will still have 1, so to get any closer, you will have to make a sanity check.
Yes.
Unless you want to do something from ranged, you can't throw things.
Not things that will damage it. I'm gonna try. Move closer.
That unfortunately is not enough.
I'm blessed still.
No, you ain't.
Oh fuck.
Sorry. I had to choose.
not.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so instead, in that silence, I sort of feel like instead of deafening him, they sort of put him on a different frequency only with them. So all the sounds fade away except for the geists.
I like that.
And Reigen sort of appears next to me, grabs my hand, and I prepare to do a magic many Vistani people can do, but I'm pretty sure, except for my Geist things, the first magic I have casted in my life. And I will say, you were made, but still made of flesh and blood. Instead, I will curse what is inside of you as I cast Blood Curse. It's only a thing, but it only has to hear or see me. I can't hear myself, so
Sure.
it's probably
It's
a bit
super
like
loud.
yeah. So it takes a D4.
Okay, if it fails, it'll take damage, and you will as well. So let's see. It's not actually that great. Let's DC 15.
Okay.
It was a good try.
Go to my corner and cry now.
Goodbye. I'm gonna make a new character now.
Oh no!
Any bonus actions, Cillian?
I'm not hiding from this thing. I can't move closer. I just scream for Asuriel. She's being dragged away.
Can I have you make a death save, Asuriel?
Yeah.
Now's the time for a nat 20. Oh, that was so close.
Oh, that's such a fucking shitty move.
Taunting you to dingle dangle.
Oh, it already did that with me earlier with the fucking almost getting nat 1.
Yeah. That's not to get closer to it. Acrio's gonna bring the hammer, attack the bats on Lorelei. That, and then 8 force damage. Does that kill them?
That is enough to. This diminished one had 7 hit points, so yes,
Okay.
with force damage, it does.
He's gonna look at Val unconscious and Amrita barely clinging. No idea where Asuriel and Cillian are. And he's going to put both his hands on Lorelei's shoulders. We need to run.
And
he's
leave
just-
them?
If it's not just them, it's all of us.
If you go, I'll go with you. If you stay, I'll stay.
Yeah, he'll move with her. It's so awkward moving in combat, because like he would be running with her, but you can't exactly do that in combat.
I mean, I think you
Can
can
I,
I think you can kind of drag someone. Like she'd be willing, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like forced movement. So I think you could. It'd be like what, like half movement to drag her along with him,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because then technically, if both of us are spending half our movement, then
with
that's-
essentially moving at the same. Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna grab Lorelei and just try and run with her.
North back toward the tower or south away from it?
I mean, we got to get back to the cart.
That would be south.
Okay,
South it is then.
south it is then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death
Death
saving
save.
throw, please. Yep.
Oh shit!
Hey!
Oh
Hey,
shit.
Val.
Oh fuck, he's a blink. Ah shit.
Oh fuck. Thanks, help me. I don't know why.
No.
You're still surrounded by this swarm of bats,
Oh, cool.
but there's this moment where he only has one eye, this brilliant, like, amber-colored almost eye opens up, and you don't even say anything, but it's almost like these bats are repulsed back as Valden sits up. Shake your head slightly, still very woozy, and the bats kind of swarm around you, but you are conscious.
Cool. Is Amrita still up? But she's
She's
not
still up,
unconscious.
but she was kind of stunned. Yeah, like she's still very
Okay.
bloodied.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck me. Okay. And do we still see Asuriel or...
Yeah, Asuriel is still like hanging in the air above this cliff because the creature hasn't had a turn to move yet.
Okay.
That'll be right after you. So make the most of it.
The fucking dread fucks me over so much. Jesus Christ.
It's a scary thing.
And we can see Cillian either, right?
No.
How far up is Asuriel?
Like I said, for when I measure from Lorelei, who was right next to you, it was about 60 feet away.
And I could heal myself. And the thing also, is it like invisible or is it?
It is.
Can't do anything about that. So, could I heal myself as a bonus action with my first aid? We know that blood seems to draw its attention at least somewhat. In this act of desperation, because everybody's beat to shit, like, things are looking rough, Asuriel is about to be taken somewhere or killed or is already dead. Val will try to make himself bleed, and this time he is just trying to, like, make himself bleed as much as possible, and he's not really paying attention if he catches anything vital.
I think you might have to do more than that because you're already very bloodied, so you need to get its attention other than just with, because you're already covered in your own blood.
Amrita, you still have your bow, right?
Yes.
In fact, she has 2.
Val will grab one of the arrows, grabbing onto, like, Amrita, if that's feasible with an action. Try to coat the arrow in both his and Amrita's blood, and then kind of just hold that out to Amrita and kind of point towards where the thing supposedly is, kind of indicating that she should shoot it.
I'll allow that. That's cool.
Arrow. Just coughing.
The creature take a vampiric bite attack at Asuriel. You see Asuriel's corpse moving through the air and this spray of blood from her. Because it is an attack, it does become visible afterward.
That's 2 fails for me.
And it will regain a few hit points from that. But it's just going to continue to move upward with her corpse. Or soon to be, anyway. That's what you see, Lorelei, as you're dragged and glance up behind you.
Is it within 120 feet of me?
Mm-hmm.
With the
I was
last
going to
bit.
have it dash, but since it did drink blood, that it cannot dash. But
yeah, with the last ounce of magic that Lorelei has in her body, she is going to send a guiding bolt, 2nd level, because that's the spell slot I have left, at the creature. And I'm sorry, Cyril, but if it drops you, you're probably just gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it's all I can do. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to do. Eating bolt.
Holy shit!
Holy fuck! Go, 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 go!
Wait.
18.
18 on the radiant.
18. I'm still gonna kill
Deal the
Asuriel,
maximum amount of damage from your normal damage dice. Then roll your damage dice and add that result.
That's so much damage.
Okay, so that's 2nd level, so that is 5d6, which is 30?
Yes.
30, and then I'm just gonna roll again, and we'll take the first. 14, 44.
Yes.
I wish it was vulnerable right now. I think that would have killed it. I don't think 44 is gonna do it.
You also roll on the minor injury chart, and the creature glows for the next minute. While glowing, it produces bright light up to 10 feet, dim light up to 30, and all successful attacks against the creature deal an additional 1d4 radiant damage.
Is it a d20 on the injury?
Yep.
Wing. That's a wing, right?
Please make it stoop. Please make it slowly, gently stoop to the ground.
That is unfortunately it's badly beaten. Disadvantage on Constitution saving throws.
Dang it.
However, that is every single one of its temp HP. It only has a few regular hit points left from
Shoot it, Amrita.
From healing.
Shoot that bitch.
Come on, girl.
What is Lorelei's reaction being dragged along when she expels the last of her magic and sees this massive hit from the guiding bolt, and the creature itself is just like radiating at this point?
She's gonna pull back on Acrio's hand and try and slow them down. Say, not yet, not yet, not yet. We can still do something.
Yeah, he like takes like 2 steps past after breaking the grip, but then swings on his foot and just looks up at like the giant glowing explosion in the air. Okay.
Amrita, you have this bloodied arrow coated in yours and Val's own liquids. You can take it from him if you so choose.
Why did you say like that? Why? I can't. I'm trying to focus. I'm like,
Come, arrow.
I'm not okay. It's hot in here. Yep, yeah. Amrita will just kind of like, alright, let's open swords. She's gonna shoot the first arrow up at it, at the blood. It's still on fire, but I could make sure that this is not on fire.
It's burning blood. What's not to love?
Burning Blood.
Shit.
Burning Blood is a
Nice.
sick band name.
Technically, the first one's with advantage. So
Yeah.
now, but
Right.
Guiding
I would
bolt.
say
Yeah, guiding bolt.
yes.
Try and crit, try and crit, try and crit, try and crit.
Come on.
Okay.
So close, but still good, still good, still good.
Better.
Still got it.
Hit it though.
Okay.
Nice.
And it does extra radiant damage, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
24.
roll an extra d4 of
Yeah.
radiant damage.
Kill the bitch. Still. 18
Still good.
damage in total.
18, that is...
Still 18.
Check out the Discord server, if you will. That's before being hit.
Holy shit!
Oh
Yes!
my god, we did it!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna die
With-
now, but
Asuriel's gonna die from full
These-
damage.
Oh,
2 blood types mixed together, sizzling off the bowstring with fire. This creature is hit just beneath the jaw with another burst of radiance. How would you like to do this, Amrita?
Yes!
Oh god.
that's him.
I wanna cry.
No, she got this.
I'm trying not to cry right now. Shit.
Holy fuck.
Focus, Danielle. Stop. Right. No. Asuriel, the angel, Asuriel, whatever she is, human angel or not. So this go with me and make a promise that I will keep her safe, you bastard. And she'll shoot it twice, just like the flame, and like so many sparks probably flying, like maybe extra ones from Val's blood a little bit, but like it intensifies, like between red and like there's like a green tint or something, because there's just this look of feral and frustration. And if she sees Asuriel like falling down, she's gonna try and sprint to see if she can catch her.
What's going to happen is this creature pierced up through the jaw and out through the back of its skull with a burst of fire and radiance. Its wings almost seem to lock up and curl in on Asuriel, clutching her as it was moving upward. It slows, stalled in space, before it begins to spiral down to the ground. Amrita, you go toward it, but you see this thing's going to impact hard. It will rock the earth when it hits. Asuriel, you will have one chance to make one death save to see how this is going to go.
Oh, I can't.
All of your levels of dread will dissipate.
Do I need to add something?
Asuriel seems to be not quite conscious, but not quite dead either, as you see her just barely start to roll herself away from this thing's clutches. We're going to drop the initiative order, as well as dropping the curtain on this week's session.
I was about to say, Amrita will like try and pick her up, man, and like just like push her to Val or something.
We can handle that next time.
Holy shit.
That
Not
was
even
so-
close.
That natural 20 on the guiding bolt. That shouldn't have happened. Holy fuck.